it comes to alcoholic drinks in South Korea, there's one undisputed king: soju, that's cheaper than water. But what if I told you that soju, particularly the Jinro brand, is not just popular in Korea, but is also the world's best-selling spirit? That's right, Jinro Soju has taken the world by storm, selling more than 73.9 million cases in 2016 alone. Yet, despite its global success, many outside Korea have never even heard of it. Let's get into the incredible story behind this spirit that's been hiding in plain sight. Chapter 1. What is soju? Soju is a clear, colorless distilled spirit that originates from Korea. It's known for its smooth taste and relatively low alcohol content, typically between 16.8 and 25%. The name soju literally translates to burnt liquor, a nod to the distillation process. Traditionally, soju was made from rice, but modern varieties often include other starches such as sweet potatoes, barley, and tapioca. Traditional soju, made purely from rice, is revered for its smoothness and subtle flavors. However, most commercial soju available today is a diluted version made by fermenting starches, distilling the ethanol to about 95%, and then diluting it with water to the desired proof. Various sweeteners and flavorings are added to make it more palatable. This diluted version is what you're most likely to find in those iconic green bottles. Chapter 2. What is the brand Jinro? Jinro, a name synonymous with soju, has an impressive legacy stretching back to 1924. Today, Jinro is the largest producer of soju in South Korea and, by extension, the world. Officially known as Haight Jinro Co. Limited, after merging with Haight, a popular beverage company, in 2006, Jinro has only solidified its dominance in the industry. Jinro's flagship soju is marketed under the brand name Chamisul, which translates to real Jew in Korean. This clever branding has firmly entrenched Jinro in the hearts and minds of soju drinkers worldwide. Headquartered in Seoul, South Korea, Jinro operates distilleries in Icheon, Cheongwon, and Masan. The Masan plant in particular focuses on producing soju for export, highlighting Jinro's ambitious global vision. But Jinro's offerings extend beyond soju. They also produce a variety of other alcoholic beverages, including beer, whiskey, and even bottled water under the Soju brand. Chapter 3. Clever marketing and statistics on Jinro. Jinro has always been innovative in its approach to soju. In 1998, they launched their Chamisul brand, which was a game changer. Chamisul was smoother and had a lower alcohol content than traditional soju, making it more appealing to a wider range of drinkers, especially younger people and women. While manufacturing the best spirit in the world, they've also mastered the art of marketing. One of their clever tricks was the use of temperature-sensitive labels on their bottles. There's a little frog on the label that turns blue when the soju is chilled to the perfect drinking temperature. It's a small detail, but these little touches have helped Jinro stand out in a crowded market. The numbers behind Jinro's success are nothing short of staggering. Jinro has been the top-selling spirit brand in the world for several years, consistently outperforming global giants like Smirnoff and Bacardi. In 2016, Jinro sold a jaw-dropping 73.9 million cases of soju. To put that into perspective, the second best-selling spirit, Smirnoff vodka, sold less than half that number. This incredible achievement has earned Jinro a spot in the Millionaires Club, an exclusive list of spirit brands selling over 1 million 9-liter cases annually. Even alone in 2022, it sold 101 million 9-liter cases. In South Korea, Jinro holds more than 50% of the soju market share, making it the dominant player in the industry. The Chamisul brand alone has led the market since its launch in 1998. It initially came out as a 23% ABV product, but has since been revised to 20.1% ABV with its sister sub-brand Chamisul Fresh, offering a milder 17.2% ABV option. These changes were made to cater to the evolving tastes of consumers who now prefer lighter, more drinkable spirits. After the launch of Chamisul in 1988, in the upcoming 14 years, Jinro made a record-breaking sale of over 20 billion bottles in just 14 years. By 2002, Jinro had become the largest spirits brand in the world by volume, a title it's held ever since. Today, you can find Jinro Soju in over 80 countries, from the bustling streets of New York to the beaches of Brazil. If you're enjoying this spirited tale, make sure to subscribe to our channel and stick around until the end. Chapter 4. Why is soju so popular? So why is soju so popular? One of the main reasons is its affordability. In South Korea, a bottle of soju typically costs around 1,000 to 2,000 won, roughly equivalent to $1 to $2. This makes it an accessible choice for everyone, from college students to office workers. Another factor is its versatility. Soju pairs exceptionally well with Korean food, particularly grilled meats like samgyeopsal, pork belly, and galbi, beef short ribs. It's also a staple at Korean barbecue restaurants and is often enjoyed with a variety of side dishes called banchan. The neutral taste of soju makes it a perfect complement to the rich and spicy flavors of Korean cuisine. Moreover, soju has become an integral part of Korean culture. It's not just a drink, but a social lubricant that brings people together. In Korea, drinking soju is often a communal activity with various rituals and etiquettes attached to it. For example, it's customary to pour drinks for others rather than for oneself, and to use both hands when pouring or receiving a drink to show respect. Chapter 5. The Secret Recipe. Now let's get into what makes Jinro Soju so unique. Traditionally, soju was made from rice. However, during the Korean War in the 1950s, the government banned the use of rice for making alcohol due to food shortages. This forced soju makers to get creative. They started using sweet potatoes, barley, and even tapioca as a base for their soju. Even after the ban was lifted in the 1990s, many soju makers, including Jinro, stuck with these alternative ingredients because they were cheaper and people had gotten used to the taste. Jinro's flagship product, Chami So Fresh, is made using a blend of rice and other grains, but here's where it gets interesting. They use a special bamboo charcoal filtration process. This filtration makes the soju exceptionally smooth and reduces the likelihood of hangovers. Now that's some clever marketing. But Jinro doesn't just rely on tradition, they're constantly innovating to stay ahead of the competition. In recent years, they've introduced lower alcohol versions of their soju to appeal to health-conscious drinkers. They've also jumped on the flavored soju trend, offering varieties like grapefruit and plum. Chapter 6. Korean Drinking Culture. Korean drinking culture is unique and deeply rooted in the country's social fabric. Business and social gatherings often revolve around drinking, and soju is usually the drink of choice. The concept of hosik or company dinners is prevalent, where colleagues gather after work to eat, drink, and bond. These gatherings are seen as an essential part of building relationships and trust among team members. Soju isn't just popular because people like to drink, it's popular because it's cheap. In fact, in many places in Korea, a bottle of soju is cheaper than a bottle of water. This affordability has earned soju the nickname Korean water among locals. Now you might wonder, how can soju be so cheap? Well, part of it is due to government policies. For years, the Korean government kept soju prices artificially low to make it affordable for working-class Koreans. While this policy has changed, the expectation of low prices remains. Chapter 7. How Jinro expanded across the world. Jinro's journey from a local brand to a global powerhouse is a testament to its strategic vision and adaptability. The company's expansion efforts began in earnest in the late 20th century, seeking to tap into the growing interest in Korean culture and cuisine worldwide. One of Jinro's most successful markets outside of Korea is the United States. Korean restaurants and bars in major cities like Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago have been instrumental in introducing soju to American consumers. Jinro has also made inroads into other countries with significant Korean diaspora populations such as Japan, China, and Canada. In recent years, Jinro has focused on expanding its reach even further. The company has entered new markets in Europe, Southeast Asia, and South America. Jinro Soju can now be found in various international supermarkets, liquor stores, and online retailers. This global presence has helped Jinro maintain its status as the world's best-selling spirit. One of the key strategies behind Jinro's global success is its innovative marketing. The company has tailored its advertising campaigns to resonate with local audiences while maintaining its brand identity. For example, in the US, Jinro has promoted soju as a light and versatile alternative to vodka, emphasizing its lower calorie content and mixability. This approach has resonated well with health-conscious consumers and cocktail enthusiasts. Chapter 8. Jinro Soju in the USA market. Jinro Soju has been making waves in the United States, riding the wave of European culture's growing popularity. Height Jinro, the company behind Jinro Soju, has big plans for global expansion. They're aiming to hit about $362 million in overseas soju sales by 2030. That's a significant increase from their 2023 overseas sales of approximately $135 million. To make this happen, they're not just relying on Korean expats anymore. Jinro is pushing into mainstream American markets. You can now find their flavored soju products in Costco stores across the country, including in New York, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Illinois. But Costco isn't the only place you can get your soju fix. Many local markets and liquor stores are starting to stock Jinro Soju too. It's becoming easier than ever for Americans to try this Korean favorite. Jinro's strategy in the US isn't just about availability though. They're adapting their products to suit American tastes. Their fruit-flavored soju in particular has been a hit with younger drinkers who might find traditional soju a bit strong. Despite this progress, Jinro still faces challenges in the US market. Soju isn't as well known as other spirits like vodka or tequila, and its unique taste can be an acquired one for some American palates. Plus, complicated liquor laws in some states can make distribution tricky. But with Korean food becoming more popular in the US and the ongoing influence of K-dramas and K-pop, Jinro is betting big on America's growing thirst for all things Korean. Who knows, soju might become as common at American parties as beer or wine in a few years. And there you have it, the remarkable story of Jinro and its iconic spirit, soju. Jinro's innovative strategies, including the development of chamisul, have propelled it to the top of the global spirits market. Soju's affordability, versatility, and cultural significance continue to fuel its worldwide popularity. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story of Jinro and soju, please subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos.